Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Season 1, Episode 12. So, this is the penultimate episode. We have two very contrasting storylines going on with obviously I think it's about to be interrupted, but the happy-go-lucky concert with, characters falling in love, the first sight, love at first sight. Um, and everything. And then we have the flip side where we have Knuckle apparently going after his daughter's body that seems to be being possessed maybe by this bee user potentially that also used the bees to put his wife into some like catatonic state, you know? Crazy, like the contrast in those two storylines, but we have the big eel monster that we had before being like jacked up even more. It's headed to the concert to go after Pop. And then we have Knuckle who has confronted Hachi Isuka. I remembered her name! Alright, let's get started here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hmm. Oh, okay, so he does have him now. Damn. Are they gonna? Or are they gonna try to keep going with it? Hmm. Alright. By the way, guys, I just did a reaction to the My Hero Academia movie 3, World Heroes mission. That was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. You guys will be uh seeing that come out soon. Actually, it'll either be already out or close to coming out by this if you're watching this episode on YouTube. If you're watching this episode on my Patreon, it might already be on my Patreon for early access as well. So keep an eye out for that. Trying to get in preparation. I never ended up watching that after. I think after season 5 was when it was okay to watch it, but I was scared of spoilers, so I was gonna wait till after season 6. And then uh and then I just forgot after season 6, and now I've seen season 7, and then I watched the movie, so I'm behind. I even think the fourth movie might be okay to watch, but I think I'm gonna wait on that one. I'll either watch it part of the way through season 8 or after season 8. I haven't decided yet, so. But, but yeah. We'll also be starting season 8 as soon as it starts. We'll try to get it out as it's airing. Idol. Image representation of an object of worship. Goodbye to dad. That's. I don't like that. What does that mean? Nothing better happen to Knuckle, I swear to fuck. I'll quit the show. An errand. He's bringing emergency generators. Hmm. Oh no. Oh no, is he gonna be the one that goes on stage? Oh, nice. A big ask indeed. 30 minutes, okay. Damn. Let's go, Pop Step. Time to Pop Step it up. Baka. Ooh. Oh. Not what I was saying ooh about. I just meant that it felt like the animation was kind of good, like the walking animation, and then we cut to just booty running. That probably looks so bad. What? Oh no. The whole family will be there soon. Damn, buddy, come on. Where's the light coming from? Like a flashlight or something? Oh, being a bit honest. Emotionally. It is a little weird. Yeah, the shiny things. I'm sure they have a better name than that, Popped Up. Oh my god, he's using his quirk. Nice. That was pretty good. Yeah. Credit time. Hey, let's go. I love how more anime is having lyric music. I talk about this a lot. I don't know if I've talked about it in Vigilante. I feel like so many old anime just have like OSTs, but not really like lyrics. You know, I love it. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I think she sounds good. Maybe I'm just ignorant of music because I. Oh no, it's gonna hear pop stuff. I like how Aizawa isn't even worried. Oh no, the bees. Oh no, more drugs. You frickin' bees. Oh, was it extracting? Interesting. I don't know. Or was it injecting? Uh oh. Ugh. I hate. Oh no. With these angles. Not a fan. Her nails. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Did she want to be an idol too? There's the emotion seeping through. So he wasn't supportive of what she wanted to do. I wonder what he thinks about Pop Step. Oh, jeez. This is weird. Oh, that's gotta hurt to hear that. But also, what? Wait, what? She's got some electricity? How? It is. Oh. How? Oh. How does this power work? Interesting. Is that Garen? Oh, shit. Oh. Interesting. He's okay? What'd they do to the stun gun? It extracted something from that eel guy. So she can somehow extract part of their quirk and inject it into herself? What the fuck? Hey, we're starting the song, yeah. Let's go. Feels like I'm back in Oshinoko. I already feel like it's so much better than the one commercial. Let's go. Seems like the one girl's ankle's doing okay. I like that little part. Nice. Seems like they're enjoying themselves. I'm still worried something's gonna go wrong. Uh. Oh, she's right near it. Yeah, of course you are. He's back up. I know you belong up there in that spotlight. He's accepting her in that moment. Oh, what the heck? Ugh. He still has the electric power. My dad. Oh shit. Oh, she dodged it. Damn, she's got moves. More of the zapping. He was okay that time, though. Oh! The explosives. Bombies, yeah. They do. Damn. Oh. Man, this art just looks beautiful. Damn! Lifted her off the ground. And there's the stun gun. Ah, shit! Oh my god, the black and white, I love it. Whoa. It's. Shit. Yeah, how did he. If his heart was stopped, how did he shock his own heart, though? Damn. Ugh. Her. Oh, shit. Oh, the attracting pheromones. It's gonna blow them all. Damn. Boom, baby. The onomatopoeia. An AED. Oh, he's gonna try to restart her heart. Damn. Urine coming in clutch. I don't know if it's him taking the drugs, was it? I guess maybe we'll find out. I feel like the drugs might have been for part of this plan that I'm not realizing, maybe. Or maybe he did take it. Come on, Tamao! Nice. Alright. Time to listen to Pop. Aww. Aizawa was such a nice guy. They're right at the good part. Oh, yeah. I mean, that poor kid didn't ask to be injected. I'm guessing Hachisuka forcibly did it, you know? Nice. Seems like everyone enjoyed it. Hey, Sugiyuchi! Yeah, the bee. That's funny, he said Hachi, so Hachisuka has bee in the name. Like, Hachi must mean bee in Japanese, so her name is picked because of bees. Someone with the police. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. So we got a Flash kind of person? What the heck? Okay. Well, god damn it. Alright. Holy shit. We didn't get to see if Tamal woke up. That sucks. But also the development for his wife, like we don't know what happened there. I mean, we saw one more episode, but damn. What a story for freaking that poor family that's been just ravaged by that bee user, man. I thought for a second that guy we saw in the police outfit, I thought that was gonna be the bee user. But it seems like he has some kind of speed type quirk. He was just gathering some kind of sample from like the bee maybe. But yeah, so the bee user is somehow able to extract like some juice of their quirk or something and inject it into herself. I'm guessing that's how she got the electric power. She siphoned it from the electric eel and used it herself. Is that a part of her quirk, or is that like something All For One is doing and Garaki? I don't know. I'm really curious to learn more about that quirk. And then that's just I don't think are we supposed to assume the bee? That is it, guys, for episode 12. Alright, I want to go back to the bee the explanation of the bee power, talking about it being a hive mind and everything. Here it is. You plan to inject yourself with a booster, then force your way past. And then he says, but instead it's going to leave you incapable of escape. B user, your personality is formed from a composite of the host's brain and the swarm of parasitic bees. Because of that, once trigger weakens your level of psychological control, your Apian mission is going to take a backseat. Okay. Yeah, so essentially, there is still a bit of the human's consciousness there merged with the hive mind, and because the trigger lowers your own, like, mental cognizance, I probably said that wrong, but anyway, it made it so it brought back a bit of Temao's personality. That makes sense. But now, when he pulled out the bee, which was disgusting, was that the queen bee? That's not supposed to be the full-on bee user, right? Like, this is just one... Or was that supposed to be the full-on bee user? That's one thing that I'm, like, a little unsure of. I feel like, if anything, that was a very unclimactic... I mean, it was a very good climactic scene for that family, but for the bee user as a whole, I feel like there's more. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's just me in the moment not really realizing. But that scene when he punched her, that was so good. But, like, God, the gall to be able to go and, like, fight your own daughter and hit her that hard and stop her heart with the hope that you're gonna be able to start it again, you know? So, it worked out because he didn't predict that she was gonna have an electric power. It just worked out that way, right? So he didn't expect for himself to need to start his own heart. So he didn't have the machine to restart the heart in the stun gun because of a prediction. It was because his goal was to stop his daughter's heart and then restart it. It just so happened that she used a lightning-based quirk that then stopped his heart. But I guess that's the only thing that's, like, very anime exaggerated to me, is if your heart stopped, you're not moving. And if his heart was stopped and then he was able to take the taser, plug it into his chest, and then tase himself to, like, restart his own heart, you know? But maybe there's, like, something there that I didn't fully understand about that scene. Maybe it wasn't fully stopped yet, and he was able to, like, kick it back into gear before it fully stopped. You know, like, I'm not too worried about it. I love the show. I don't need it to be, like, hyper-realistic, so it's fine. But right here, all that's left is a queen bee that's lost her swarm. Ugh, it's so gross. You can't even fly or think. You're nothing but a maggot. Maybe that is the bee user. It feels like he's directly talking to the bee user in that moment, maybe. Huh. Candlelight Memorial to boot. I love that. Yeah, so I guess it's up in the air. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't it for the bee user. But if that is it, that's... I mean, watching it again, and with the idea in mind that it might be it for the bee user, I feel like it's a little more accepting. But yeah, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I did want to see with the police showing up what this guy at the end was saying too. I think I was distracted by trying to figure out what he was up to. Or, like, so records are crucial. Other people's data tastes as sweet as honey. So he's like, it is interesting that this guy's talking about, like, honey and stuff like that, like, unless he somehow is the bee user too. But, like, oh, there we go. Slowly it oozes, like honey collecting in a beehive, and we had one of the bees fly by. And then he used some kind of super speed power to... Okay, so he caught the bee, I see. I was too busy reading the subtitles that I didn't see that there was a B inside there. In the end, all become one. It's really interesting, especially because it seems like All for One is kind of behind things too, and saying all become one. So he has some kind of like speed quirk, huh? And what I wonder what this bee has that they want, right? Like, because wasn't she dispensing like the trigger that they were um weren't they dispensing the trigger that they were working on? Isn't that what she was doing for All for One? So why do they need the bee if it's a sample of trigger? It makes me think that maybe it's something else. I guess was she working on like, I don't know, or did they extract? Is this what she extracted from the eel? And that's the data they want after they have like super enhanced the eel guy. And I'm just really curious what it is that's in that bee, because she put all kinds of stuff in there. Like, she made explosive bees, she had the trigger bees, she seemed to extract something from the guy and inject herself with a quirk. So it's like her power seemed very vast and stuff like that. So yeah, so he managed to capture one of the lingering bees in order to get the data, and then in the end, all become one. Did he say anything else? But yeah, he's like interesting. We got that guy with the line across his face he was either teased in the opening or he was like shown once in the show maybe. I'm not sure which one it was, but yeah, I'm really fascinated. By the way, season 2 has been confirmed, and I think it's even coming like in January or something like that, which is crazy because it feels like this just came out. It's kind of wild that we're already getting a season 2 for this show, which means that we're watching this right now. It's kind of crazy. And then next episode we're going to finish this. We're moving on to My Hero season 8. And then we have, I think after My Hero season 8, actually it depends on how many episodes My Hero season 8 is. It might be more than one season. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a 12 episode season or a 24. We'll have to wait and find out. But I haven't really. Maybe they've already confirmed. My anime list. MHA season 8. Oops, I typed in 7. Boku no Hero Academia final season. Sure, you can have my cookies. Not yet aired. Episodes unknown. Okay, well, I have no idea. So, yeah, my anime list doesn't know. I'm not going to dig any deeper because I don't want to get spoiled by anything. Sometimes articles are like, oh, you want to know how many episodes are in My Hero Academia Season 8? Well, let me just tell you that in the manga for Season 8, this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. Let me spoil the shit out of you, and then let me answer your question. And I'm just like, fuck, you know? So I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, yeah, so with that, I am excited to get into, like, I guess we'll probably get into Vigilante right away, most likely. We have a lot going on that season, too. Like, these next 2 seasons of anime are gonna be crazy, because we have frickin' My Hero final season, One Punch Man season 3. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but To Your Eternity is getting its 3rd season. I love that show, but I might put it off for a little bit because there's so much going on. And I know Spy Family is getting another season. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm sure some people are hyped about that because it seems to be a very popular show. I've been putting it on polls, it just hasn't won yet, so someday I will probably end up watching that on my channel as well. But yeah, so I don't have to worry about that one. And then in January, I think we have Oshino Ko Season 3, that's hype. Vigilantes Season 2. Fire Force, I believe, is coming back. Also, if we're sticking to the same order, Dr. Stone might be coming back as well, so things are gonna get really busy. But anyway, back to the show. I love that Aizawa let the eel guy listen a little longer. That was really cool. He's such a nice dude and very perceptive. He could tell that, even though this guy's a villain, and he even felt like there was something different about him than the instant villains, which he kind of at one point he was an instant villain, wasn't he? And then like they took it further with him, but he's noticing like a difference in the trend, which is really interesting. So, yeah, with that, other than that, we have the concert happened. I love the moment of Pop Step having to buy time, and I loved her little awkward talk in the beginning. It's funny how she went from like, just to let you guys know, this is the first time I've done this on like a stage in front of an audience like this. Usually I do it on a whim on the street and I can leave whenever I want. So I'm a little nervous. It makes me feel like I need to go to the bathroom. And then she's like, oh shit, that was an awkward thing to say. Well, hold on. I don't mean I have to actually go. I made sure I went before we started. But, we're gonna... but then she transitioned that whole awkward speech into, but if you guys are feeling anxious and need to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna have some of my fans use their lights to, give you a row that will indicate you to the bathroom, so that way you guys can go and relieve yourselves or relieve your anxiety if you just need to, like, take a minute to calm down and things like that. Like, I really liked how she kind of saved the scene with that. And then, I don't know. I don't know if those girls were just jealous, or is Pop Step singing actually bad? Like, let me know what you guys think, because I'm not a big music person, so to me, I thought her singing sounded fine. But but they were like mocking her singing, saying she's bad at singing. So I don't know. I felt like she wasn't any worse than they were. Was that just like jealousy on their part, being in the same industry? They don't want to like acknowledge someone else as being talented because they're the ones that's supposed to be talented, or what's going on there? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that, because I felt like she was really good. So anyway, yeah, very good episode, very interesting. I just can't wait to learn more. I was so worried with the title being like Goodbye Dad or whatever. Um I was worried that it was going to be something that happened to Knuckle, and then during the episode I realized that could have meant something of like her dying and saying goodbye dad, and then dying, but it like neither of those things really happened yet. We don't know if he's able to restart her heart. I don't think we saw her like wake up at all, right? While he was doing that, he was just like doing chest compressions and shocking her and stuff like that. And I don't think we saw like a moment of her like like coming back like happens in TV shows. So we'll have to wait till next episode to hopefully find out. And I do wonder what the development is with the wife. I wonder if it's a good or a bad thing. But I also didn't talk about at all like the backstory there, where he was kind of like an overbearing father. It seems like he didn't approve of the things that she was doing. She wanted to pursue this dream of music, and he was like, no, you gotta be more realistic. I feel like it's a popular trope for people who are trying to get into a like artist sort of industry, where it is a risky business, but there are aspects where I do feel like a parent needs to help keep their child's dreams realistic, but I also don't think a parent should crush the dreams. I think the parent should try to help the kid navigate their dreams in a way that they can help them try to accomplish them, but also steer them in the right direction just in case it fails, And it felt like he might have been overbearing in, like, completely dismissing her dream in order to try to make sure she, like, has a successful life as an adult. Like, I do truly believe he cared about his daughter. It was just he didn't appreciate what she wanted to do as much as maybe he should have, So I really like the way he talked about a lot of things and saying how, like, it seems like he realized his mistakes. And even during the fight, he said, like, I want you to go and, or like, I think he heard the concert maybe. And he said, like, that should be you, Like, that was really beautiful that he has come to accept her dream, but it was a little too late after he learned his lesson. I'm not really sure what's up with the drug stuff. Like, was he actually taking drugs? Was it a way to like, was it like a steroid to help him become stronger, or was the drug for something else in the pursuit of trying to capture, get his daughter back? Was the drug he was getting for a reason, but Giran was like, you should stop taking it and stuff. I'm just really curious if he was taking it, and will he try to stop, and will that be any bit more of a storyline, because it definitely seems weird that we brought it up, even though I don't think we ever saw him doing drugs, right? And stuff like that. I don't think we ever saw him use the drugs in the pursuit of getting his daughter. So I wonder where those are going to come into the story. I feel like they wouldn't just bring it up for no reason, unless it's something that I missed. Maybe we did see him using drugs and I overlooked the scene or something. But yeah, so anyway, very good episode, guys. I can't wait to watch the last one and see how we end off season 1. It's a very cool show. It's so different from My Hero, but I actually really like that, because I don't think having like a second show that's the same would be as fun. Obviously there's similarities. It's in the same universe. There's still quirks. There's still events that are happening that might be getting disrupted. We've had that in MHA and stuff like that, but it just feels like such a different tone with these like people working underground. They're in the real world. They're not just like kids in school that then get dragged into like real world scenarios, and it's just really fascinating to see. I've been really enjoying this show. It hasn't been as intense for me, like the fight between All Might and the Nomu. And if I'm going to compare MHA 1 season 1 to season 1 of this, the All Might like fight against Nomu had me like in tears. Like, don't get me wrong, the fight with Knuckle versus his daughter was very intense and everything, but it wasn't like that level of epic. But I don't think it needs to be, because it's more of it's not a story to build your hype. It's a story to touch your feels. Like, this man has to beat up his daughter to save her, like it's not supposed to get you hyped. So but yeah, I'm really fascinating where we go with season 2, though. Just seeing our characters like develop, like Koichi's quirk developing into one that might let him fly, from being such like he's just like, when we first see him, he's sliding around pretty slowly, and he talks about how like he can't go that fast, but now he seems to be going faster after training. He also knows how to like drift with it now, which he learned this season, and then also is, building into the idea of being able to fly, maybe, with that adrenaline moment. He wasn't able to replicate it yet, but obviously that means it's in him. He can master it eventually. So I really wonder where Knuckles' story is going to go after everything with his family and daughter is over with. Like, will he still go after the instant villains because he wants to get, like, maybe he has a grudge against All For One, or the people who are doing this trigger drug because one of their members went after his daughter. Like, maybe going after the B user wasn't enough. Or maybe he finds out the B user is still alive. Maybe he thinks he killed it there, and maybe that's what we're supposed to think too, but maybe that was just one, like, queen bees pick another queen, like the way bees work usually. I'm pretty sure, like, another bee of the hive just becomes the queen, right? Or something like that. So I wonder if that was supposed to be the bee user's main body, I wonder if any of the straggling bees that lived could become the queen bee and be brought back, right? And then maybe he still has that reason for fighting. Or maybe just because he's trained so hard, he enjoys being a vigilante at this point and just keeps doing it, I don't know. I'm really curious to see where his story goes. So, yeah, we'll have to see a little more, talk about this a bit longer after the final episode, because that might answer some of our questions. So, thank you guys so much. That's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Early access is on there 2 episodes ahead of time, which means you can get the last episode and what comes next, which actually I think I'm going to be watching. There might not be early access for My Hero because I want to watch that as it airs. So I guess early access just won't be around for this show slot. until we replace it, and then I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do there, because then I'll have to watch episodes ahead to. Anyway, that's all back end stuff for me. But yeah, interesting. I've never really done this before, where I've like usually this show slot is reserved for Usually this show slot is reserved for shows that have already fully released, not airing shows, so it's just interesting how I'm going to navigate this, but I'll figure it out, it's fine. But yeah, so no more early access for this show, but my Patreon will have early access for some of my other shows. Check that out if you're interested, or my Patreon show tier has all kinds of shows that aren't even released on YouTube yet, so things like the rest of Free Run, I've watched all of that. It's starting to be released on YouTube, but isn't fully yet. You can catch all of it on there. Season 1 and 2 of Solo Leveling is on there. Season 1 and 2 of Dan is on there. You can catch all that right now. In live action, there's seasons 1 through 5 of The Expanse on there. So check all that out if you're interested in more from me bugging my face. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.